What's up, y'all? I'm your host, Richie.
I'm your host, Win Flint.
And welcome to the Jones and Four Flick Movie Podcast.
Yes, sir. And we are here to talk about a different topic today. Not a review, but we're going to be talking about multiple different shows today. Basically, the topic is going to be shows that had banger first seasons, not so much rest of the seasons,
right.
But first seasons knocked it out of the park kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all know, if you ever had a show, like there's just some shows out there where that first season was just tremendous. I'm talking like incredible, and then the show kind of just goes off the rails after that.
Yeah.
Sometimes ending in cancellation or just sometimes ending in just a bad series finale.
I was about to say most of them, just have either bad writing strike or
a lot of factors.
Terrible ending, or like he was saying before. But why don't you start off with your picks?
Yeah, we're gonna have two picks each.
Yeah,
and some of these are ones that we've both saw. Some we saw together. Some we haven't seen. But I think I'll start with my first pick for a show that just had a really great first season, and then after that, the other seasons didn't live up, and that's going to be my first pick. Is going to be The Flash. Okay, now let's be real. There was a time where The Flash was on fire. Yeah, like the show when it first came out.
I would argue
the whole Arrowverse.
Yeah,
was on fire for a little minute.
Yeah, I was about to say I would argue for about 2.5 seasons of Flash that it was.
Right.
Definitely on fire. And then,
then things started going,
that first season especially.
Yeah.
Was lightning in the bottle, no pun intended, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they had us hooked because we was watching that first season.
Bruh,
that was right around when I got into, Arrow is how I got introduced to it.
Yeah.
Because I watched the first two seasons were on Netflix. So I watched those, and then the third season was premiering live, right after that. So season 3 was kind of the first season I had watched in live time.
Yeah.
And that's when The Flash had came, right during that season 3 of Arrow.
Yeah, I think my pops and my brother told me to watch Arrow the first season on Netflix, and then you put me on. And then that's when it became a premiere.
Right.
For us, you feel me? We would come, you feel me, for the crossovers, we would come bring some popcorn and all the, all the fixings
we'd link
and all
up,
that
watch
stuff.
The big event episodes.
Yeah.
They had it on lock, that first season of The Flash, man. It was a great just story they told. We had great characters, great cast, and there was just a certain magic kind of about that first season.
Yeah.
To where, beyond that point, they just couldn't capture it again. Obviously, the actors got better. A lot of that, Barry and Iris, all them grew into their roles in the later seasons.
Yeah, by default, they just got better.
So they got better. But
better
the
stories,
writing,
too, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
There always be some cool moments. But overall, just that first season, everything was on point. The writing was on point. The acting was on point. The music was on point, Jack.
Yeah, for sure. The music, definitely the music. The music got you hyped. Got you ready to run. You feel me?
And that's an important element in these shows. A good song, a banger song, that's going to have you thinking about after it's done. An important thing.
We're talking about Arrow, too. Kind of honorable mention to them, but they're not on the list simply because they actually came back. They got a resurgence in season 5. That's arguably their best season behind season 1 and 2. So, But I just wish Flash got that resurgence, but it didn't quite get there. But it had its day in the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they went on for I think some 8, 9 seasons or something like that.
Yeah, you said they didn't get canceled.
Yeah, they ended their show. So shout outs to them. A lot of them seasons was outrageous.
Yeah, season 7. First one. It's crazy, but
that's
we
when
don't
they
talk
had the
about
buzz. That. Yeah, you feel me? We don't talk about nothing past really.
That's when people talk about the CGI and CW being looking like that.
Yeah, everything started going the cheap route. It's what's noticeably cheap. We see the drop in quality.
Yeah,
but that first season had us hooked, Jack.
Certain writers, you know what I mean, but it had its day in the sun, legendary day, I should say. So that's your first pick.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first pick, y'all.
I guess I'll go with my first pick. Heroes, a NBC show that aired around, I believe, 2005 to 2007. Season 1, fire, like underrated superhero show, more realistic, more so ahead of its time because it's kind of the feel they go for now. It wasn't like The Boys. It wasn't like egregious and vulgar.
Right.
It actually had some thought to it and some drama to it.
Right.
I just think it had too many cooks in the kitchen towards season 2. Season 2 had a writer's strike. I mentioned that before, writer's strike. But season 2 had a writer's strike. So from then on, it was just kind of crumbled. They never really found their footing.
Right.
But yeah, I think everybody should go check out Heroes season 1. Even if you don't watch season 2, it's fine. Like if you watch season 1, you be like, you know what, that was a really good show. It's got Milo Ventimiglia, who played Rocky's son.
Yep.
He was also in what's that other show? Whatever that show is.
Popular show.
All of Us, Sea of Us, or whatever. Something Us.
Shout outs to them.
Yeah, shout outs to them. And Mandy Moore, I believe, is in there.
Hayden Panettiere is in
Hayden Panettiere is in there. She's a prominent actor in that. That's like her big role for me.
Right. That was kind of her breakout.
Yeah.
Thing.
And she was in like movies and like
she had been in some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that one movie with that nerd with the big nose. You know, one of those nerd movies who get like the hot cheerleader type of thing.
Oh yeah, I remember her in a cheerleader movie. She's probably in one of the Bring It Ons. I think.
Yeah,
too.
she was. I believe. Yeah. She's been around. She's a prominent star. She's been in Scream as well.
Yeah, that was a little later, but
yeah, but you know she's still out here. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be my pick. Now
I've never seen Heroes, so maybe I got to give it a watch.
Honestly, bro, I got to dig up my I got them all on box set because I love that show so much that I just kept watching.
Right.
That I just had to get the rest of the seasons, even though they're not that good. But that first season just sparked such a fire in like what could be. It's almost like watching like a movie or like watching wrestling more so and be like, damn, I wish they booked it better.
Right.
But they got all the, right stuff there, but it's, and it's some good moments in between, but mostly you'll never forget that 1 year when it was really cooking,
Right. Even though I never saw it, I remember it being on fire. It was the talk of the town for a little bit back in the day. I was watching Smallville. That was on at the same time as Heroes.
It gives me those vibes. It gives me like Smallville if it were like almost like the same way because they get powers. I don't even remember how they get powers. I think they just have it. It's like genetics type of thing. But it is very reminiscent of Smallville to me, especially with Hayden Panettiere in the school. Like the lighting looks very much like Smallville. I can see Clark Kent popping up on that set. Just be like, hey, what's up?
They would have had a crossover back in the day. Like they used to do shit like that. You feel me? Like,
yeah, but nah, bro. Honestly, that's a good show to check out.
Yeah, didn't they have now? It went like 3 seasons, right? And then it got canceled.
It went kind of 3, but it was like 4 value. It was like they did
a reboot or something like a comeback.
Yeah, but that shit was trash.
Right, okay.
It's hot garbage.
And that was like lasted 1 season. Or
Heroes
something like
Reborn, I believe it's called.
Right,
it's one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life.
Oh no!
I stopped watching after, and I put up with a lot of bullshit in Heroes. They had a carnival season where a certain villain was still around. I won't say if y'all want to check it out, but ain't nobody finna check it out.
Right.
But, if you want to check it out, the motherfucker's still around, and it was stupid. It was one of them. They didn't want to fire him because he was too good of an actor. He was too good of a character on the show, and they had nothing else,
Dang.
Again, but season 1, fire.
Generational.
Yeah, moving on. Your second pick?
All right, my second pick. Yeah. Now, this is one that me and you both experienced in lifetime.
Yeah.
We saw every season of this series. We watched the first few seasons like together. Like we would like come through, We would make events out of watching some of these shows, y'all.
Yeah.
My second pick, my final pick, is gonna be a show that even with all its flaws, I still love the series. I'm not gonna lie. But mainly that first season, similar to like you had said. If you want a show that, like, even if you don't watch the later seasons, just watch that first season because it's fucking tremendous. I'm talking about Westworld, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, this was a show that you want to talk about something that was on fire. That first season was on fire, cooking with a new gas.
It definitely was. I think, and I'll let you go, but you probably would agree that it got a little too confusing.
Yeah.
And even though we were intrigued, it got to a point where it was just like, where are we going with this? And how far do we really expect to go with this?
Yeah, definitely beyond season 1. Even though I do like season 2,
I think
I can understand the criticisms that people have. I can't
remember if I like season 3 more than you do. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I remember liking it.
Yeah, like it was all right, but it wasn't nowhere near as good as
it wasn't,
the last 2 seasons.
It wasn't the same feeling as season 1 or season 2. I think season 1 and season 2, it's kind of a similar thing with Flash, where like season 1 was way better. Well, I don't know about way better, but I have to rewatch season 1 and 2 of Flash. But it felt like, I guess since we're talking about it, season 1 got more spark, I should say.
Right.
Had more inspiration than season 2, because season 2 was kind of a Flash, at least was kind of a remix. You know, it was a speedster again. It's not really that much different.
Which is kind of like season 2 of Westworld. It's kind of like a
retread a little bit.
You know, not diving
is
deep
the hero,
into it,
or was the hero, but now we realize she's the villain, but she's also the hero. Like, you know, it's bouncing back and forth. I liked all
that, but some people don't like that.
Right,
like, it is a bold choice to do that.
Right,
to take the character we spent all the time in the first season and then make her like. But in the first season, bro, the mysteries they were setting up, just the way that they made just the worlds, you know, the parks, I should say, the hosts, the acting was just on another level. This is at the time when Game of Thrones was at its height. It was going crazy, and HBO was looking for their next big hit.
Yeah.
And that first season of Westworld, y'all, the theme, the intro for that, bro. And there was a point, I'm sorry, like that first season of Westworld, that it was more fire than the current season of Game of Thrones. Like, they had snatched that momentum from Game of Thrones for that 1 year.
Current season of Dragon?
No. When Westworld was on, Game of Thrones was on. It was like Game of Thrones season like 6 or like 7 when Westworld debuted.
Right.
I'm saying that year, Westworld was taking off that year. Yeah. You feel me? When it was both on.
I feel like that's because around that shit was starting to slip.
Yeah, you feel me? It was starting to slip a little bit. And Westworld said,
I would argue even season 6, but yeah.
Yeah, like around then. Whatever season it was when Westworld popped up. Westworld had it that summer. They was like, we got the talk.
Yeah,
with Anthony Hopkins.
Season 1 especially, that shit was off jump. Some like thought-provoking, whoa, what is this show?
Everybody talking. Like, was it? Bro, I was in a group like chat on Facebook for that show.
Yeah.
The group was lit. I've never been in no Facebook group, y'all.
And casual people fell off of on season 2, for sure.
Yeah, not in my group though. In my little Facebook group, we was rocking with season 2. After season 2, then motherfuckers in my group even started like.
Well, I just mean like it started like it people were still jumping. Like I feel like the first few episodes, but then they kind of like Tito was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like I feel like people were like, I don't get the ending of season 1, and like I don't know. There's certain people like that. Now we have YouTube personalities to help with a lot of this stuff now. So maybe not so much, but I just know, at least from like, you know, talking to casual people just like my mom, or like people who don't really watch stuff like this, like coworkers or whatever, they typically teetered off around like season 2 or like the end of season 1. So I don't know why it didn't catch or keep certain people's attention.
Some people just don't understand. I'm watching.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I'm watching a reaction right now where people are like, they brought up like they can't even. Basically, the fact that these things are not human, they almost don't fully sympathize with what's happening.
Well, that's kind of the point, isn't it?
Right. And I'm like, I think y'all are just kind of missing what the show is trying to say a little bit. But
does that go down to that we need to relate to the character to feel the character argument? Like, oh, I don't relate to them. It's like, you're not really supposed to. They're a superhero, or they're a serial killer or a criminal. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't understand that argument.
I don't know. The show was doing a whole lot.
Or do you have to relate to art to like understand or like it?
I don't know. It worked for me.
I mean, I guess there's a note of that. Whatever.
Shit was working for me. I love season 2 when they went, but that's extra shit. But season 1,
if you're talking like public, I guess season 1 is like
the season 1 had the good like reception, right. And then after that, things started went downhill.
Yeah,
but that season 1 just had all the momentum behind it. Ed Harris with the Man in Black dude was lit. Like, that was my favorite character probably in TV at the moment. The Man in Black. Yeah, all the mystery they built up with him. That's more in season 2, but like. Right. Even beginning in season 1 where it's like he's looking for the maze and all this, trying to learn the deeper meaning and shit. But that show was just cooking with gas. I really Man in Black, they you know.
That reveal was great.
Yeah.
That was in season 1, right?
No, that's in season 2.
Oh, really?
All that shit, all that Man in Black stuff is like season 2.
Oh, wow. But, I didn't know that. I don't know why I thought at the end of season 1 it was the reveal of like the Man in Black was the younger guy.
Oh, no, yeah, that reveal.
Yeah.
No, that's season 1. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Season 1 was jumping.
No.
I'm saying jumping like we in the 80s.
No super spoilers, but yeah.
But yeah, season 1 was raw.
Yeah.
It was dope.
There's many fucking reveals with these characters.
There's a lot of different loops and, you know, twists and turns. And that's another reason why I'm like, I get why people are like, I can't really, because everything is just flippy floppy, switchy, and it's like
there's
for
some
me
that worked.
That's what I love about it, but I get why people
like What Door that had everybody talking. That had everybody on fire. They had the social media, the Twitter was on fire. Everybody was talking about that shit.
No, I feel you.
But in the later seasons, they're doing shit where it's like, did we even really need to do that?
It also might feel like hard work for some people. The same people that don't want to watch Inception, the same people who don't want to watch all these type of movies.
Yeah,
where they. I wouldn't say where they have to think, but where they're asking a lot mentally.
Of the viewer,
Yeah, like some people just want to sit down and chill, eat some popcorn, and watch some shit and, go to sleep,
But for me, that's my shit, Westworld. I might fuck around and buy the box set, yo. I ain't gonna lie. They trying to scrub Westworld from history. HBO done took it off. HBO Max.
Bro, I even like season 4 of Westworld, even though it's insane and wacko.
You feel me?
I still like following shows that... I fought like I said before, Heroes. I follow shows that have really gone down the deep end of trash, but had a great first season. Yeah, and I still love it. And I still follow it. Yeah. Might even buy it.
You can admit that it was trash. It didn't work out, but that don't mean
that don't mean I don't like this certain arc with this certain character in this certain episode and this certain point. But it's still trash. The season might still be trash. The ending of that arc might still be trash, but a certain moment might be cool.
So. Yeah, but that's my picks, man. Those shows. Now, both of those shows we experienced kind of in live time. We was watching The Flash.
Yeah.
We was watching Westworld. That was some great stuff. I never saw Heroes. I might get that a watch at some point.
Yeah, you definitely should get that a watch.
But what is your final pick, sir?
My final pick might be another one that you didn't really watch. Legion.
Okay. I watched the first season.
True. Then you can attest to what I'm saying then.
So I can agree, definitely with that.
I mean, I might disagree on a few things, but because I love that show in its entirety. But Legion was on FX. It was or on Hulu or whatever. You can probably still watch it. It might be on Disney Plus now, but anyway, it was with Professor X's son from X-Men.
Yep.
David Haller. He's basically mentally ill, all super powered, you name it, he has the ability type of thing. But he doesn't really know how to control it, and he also has different personalities, and it's a whole different thing.
What was his name? Was it like David or something?
David Haller.
Okay, yeah, David Haller. Okay, yeah, my bad.
I forget the actor's name. He's been in a few things.
Yeah, lately. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
But Noah Hawley, who just did Alien Earth.
Yeah, also on FX and Hulu.
Which I realized, and shout outs to Noah Hawley, but he be doing that Shining transition. That's the Shining transition. I thought it was his specific thing. I was not hip on my history. I finally saw The Shining, by the way.
Ooh.
And The Shining is...
Side note.
Yeah, we should definitely do an episode on the whole lore of.
Let us know, y'all.
All this stuff. If y'all,
some Stephen King talk.
Yeah, if y'all want to see some Stephen King lore talk with it, Welcome to Derry,
Shining, Dr.
Sleep, and also that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some more. I don't know if they relate necessarily. But those all
isn't there a show where somebody has The Shining? Cynthia Arovio?
I mean, you could say, did Carrie have The Shining? Like
my shout outs to my dad, if you're watching, he said to watch The Outsider, which is a Stephen King show, and I believe somebody has The Shining in that. I'm not sure where it's on, but Jason Bateman's in it.
Oh,
and I'm pretty sure he kills somebody, or not spoiler, but it's the setup for the show. He like kills somebody, but it's like a reason why, and then it's like some other stuff behind it. So I'm gonna check that out for sure. But no, Legion, definitely dope. It's chaotic in nature because of the mental illness that is plagued on the character, which you don't know if it is mental illness or his powers playing tricks on him, because he's hearing thoughts just like his dad, and he's got all these different powers that he doesn't really know how to control. He can astral project, he can teleport, he can transfer body, or he can't transfer bodies, but his girlfriend can in the show, Sid. But yeah, that's another show that
Aubrey Plaza is in the show. Her character
Aubrey Plaza is dope in it. She basically plays the avatar for the Shadow King, which is the Professor X villain, which is essentially a telepath, all powerful telepath.
Yeah.
And they have it's a very wacky, psychedelic, interesting, just chaotic show. That's the best way I can put it. It goes, I think season 1 is really good, and then season 2, although I enjoy it because of the characters, it's so unnecessarily confusing, I feel like. And that's kind of the point of season 2, but I don't like that. In season 3, they made it way more straightforward, because that was their last season too, because they were canceled.
So they went 3 seasons, right? Yeah.
Yeah. They said it was their vision
that's the
to
new
go
canceled,
3,
where it's like they tell you, look, y'all canceled, so just end it. We'll
just
give y'all one more season. Just end it.
Yeah, exactly.
Real cancel back in the day. Side note,
would be gone.
Yeah, Constantine.
No new episodes
when that shit came out. That shit got canceled in the middle of his season. Wasn't no more.
Bro.
Ain't no ending. Y'all was done.
Bro, there's shows like that where they just come out with like the first 5 episodes of the season, like the new season, and then they just like, oh, it was canceled.
Right. Just get it out.
I think Firefly was like that. That might be an honorable mention for me, but they got a redemption with a movie and all that. So
right.
But that's a dope sci-fi show if y'all want to check that out.
That's another side note. Let us know if y'all want to see an episode like that. Shows that got revived as movies, because I would love Westworld for that to happen for them. I would love for that to come back. Can you imagine we just saw a trailer, you don't know what the fuck it is, and you just hear, bring yourself back online. I will jump out my seats.
You know who I can see doing that? The Walking Dead universe.
They do shit like that. Deadwood did that. They had their show ended, and then they had a little movie that came back by HBO.
Because they all are basically alive, from what I'm seeing. Daryl got his own show.
They got tons of shit in the works of Walking Dead. They got movies, right?
I can't. Well,
I think they got something coming out, don't they?
But they've been saying that for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they was doing.
But that's how movies be working.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
right.
Yeah, y'all let us know some thoughts, ideas y'all will have for some episodes y'all would like to hear.
Yes, sir.
But this was just a little fun thing to talk about.
A little impromptu here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we want to get different topics in for y'all other than just doing, just reviews like everybody else doing.
Right.
But hope y'all enjoyed. And I'm your boy Richie.
I'm your boy Win Flint.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Peace. Thank you for listening to the Jones and For a Flick Movie Podcast. Please rate us 5 stars and leave a review. All links are in the description.